Hello, I think I'm live. Oops. How's it going, guys? I am going to turn on some music. New playlist on this synthwave channel that I've been using. It's a little bit of new music. So yeah, I haven't been able to stream since Friday, so thanks for waiting, I guess. So today I need to draw stuff for Pole and Ball News. I'm working on our next episode, and it takes a lot of time. So I'll draw some panels. It's sort of like you can consider this something of a preview. I have PNN open as well, but I don't want to I don't know. Would you guys be interested in watching me edit an actual video? I'm curious. I might not do it tonight, but I use DaVinci Resolve to edit videos and to stitch things together. Ramadan starts tomorrow. Well, happy Ramadan to the Muslims in the chat. I don't remember what the actual greeting is for Ramadan. What you're supposed to tell people. Ramadan Kareem translates from Arabic into have a generous Ramadan. Ramadan Kareem. All right, so maybe in a future stream I can stream video editing, and we can just chat while I do that. But I need to draw some actual panels. So one of the stories that we have in Pole and Ball News this week is about the Olympics. The Summer Olympics are going to be held in Paris this year. I think is it July? It's usually July. Let me see what the actual dates are. Yeah, July 26th to August 11th. This is the third time Paris is hosting the Olympics. I think the last time they held it was 1924. So part of the French government's effort to host the Olympics is cleaning up the Seine River that runs through Paris. So I have, I think, what's a funny kind of segment on it. So I need to draw a couple panels for that. This is just like the intro panel. So I need to draw France here. President Emmanuel Macron has said that he would swim in the Seine as part of his confidence in the cleanup effort. So I want to draw him. I'll draw France, you know? This is an Aaron-style ball. It's going to be very proud. Ramadan Mubarak. Okay. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream so more people can find it. Channels have been having a little bit of growth over the past couple of weeks. It's gone up by a couple hundred. I want to say like 500 or something. So some people are finding it. I want to make a proud expression. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw France, and then 2 or 3 more panels with a couple of other characters. I'm going to have some doctors. I'm going to have France in a spacesuit, something like that. How was everybody's weekend? I don't know if my chat is frozen or not. I was looking for something I totally forgot. I hate when that happens. Blah0330, welcome. You're gonna miss the days of my live chats in a few months or so. Why is that? French flag, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, I have it here. Oh, no, I was looking for the eyes. Okay. Proud eyes. Courageous, bold, that's kind of what I want. Wisconsin, welcome. Animation, welcome back. Sonic, welcome. Okay, let's do the eyes. Maybe... That's not bad. He needs to look proud. Maybe move the right one up a bit. Because of this channel's popularity increasing. I mean, I think it's gonna be a very long time before it's at a point where like I can't read all of chat, you know? Because the channel has 5.75 thousand subscribers now, but in chat we've never had more than 38 people at the same time. So there's not chat doesn't like fly by, you know? I mean, maybe one day it will. That'd be cool. But see, I need to get the French colors. Doing a few stories on France this week, actually. Merge these. You're playing World of Tanks? Man, I remember playing World of Tanks when it first came out. Not really for me. I also played War Thunder when it was in beta. And I remember there was one patch a couple weeks after I found it that changed the damage model, and then I hated the game after that. I could never get back into War Thunder. There was also, I don't know if it's still like this, but there was a very heavy bias toward the Russian planes, at least early on. The developer, I think, is either Russian or Belarusian. And it was bullshit that like the Yak 9 or something was like the most powerful plane. It wasn't historically accurate, which was super stupid. It's illegal to have hand and country ball, like round hand and country ball, it's illegal, right? Yeah, you can't draw limbs or hair or mouths on a country ball. Mr. Spherical is going to prison for 999 years. I've seen a few of Mr. Spherical's videos, and he obviously puts a lot of effort into them, but I don't like the mouths. They're still Russian bias. Yeah, I don't know. Like a game that is sort of prides itself on being historically accurate, and then having Russian planes just be like significantly better than they should be is bullshit, and I can't get into it. So okay, I have to pull up my script because I forget what I wrote. Make sure that the panels that I'm drawing correspond well with what I'm writing. Okay. Give him some cleaning tools. Maybe like bleach or something. Actually, let's see. What are those trash, like, sticks called? You know? Like the things that you pick up trash with? Not the grabby things, but like the... Are they just called trash pickers? I'll draw one of those. The tanks are mostly accurate. A YouTuber does YouTube shorts testing the accuracy of tanks. Okay. To be honest, I also don't like, I'm not super interested in tanks. Because, like, the tank battles that you have in War Thunder don't really happen in real life, and they never really have. Tank versus tank battles. They do happen occasionally, but that's generally not, you know, what tanks are used for. It's just rare for tanks to actually combat each other. Whereas, like, dogfighting in World War II happened all the time, you know? Alright, let's do a trash picker. And then, like, a trash bag. But, like, I love World War II games. I think it's probably, like, the richest era to have an FPS setting. Because you have such a wide variety of technology and environments. You know, we're just gonna duplicate this. Whereas I remember when I was a kid, all the games that were coming out were desert warfare type games, you know, based on the Gulf War, the Iraq War, the Afghanistan War, right? And it was just boring because it was always like shitty band of terrorists versus America, right? And the setting was always some, you know, godforsaken desert in the middle of nowhere. So World War II, I think, is a lot more interesting because of the settings. Let's do the... Okay, something like that. If I can draw a straight line, Jesus. Okay. And maybe make it more pointy toward the top. But Battlefield 1942 is one of my favorite games of all time. Great game. I'm still waiting for a remake. It'd be an instant buy. Josie on Bow. Josie on Ball. Or Jose on Ball. Welcome. You almost finished World War II from the front lines. Very good 6-hour documentary. I watched a couple World War II documentaries a number of years ago. I forget what they were. But, I mean, there's a ton of great historical content about World War II. Let's put this behind France. Okay. Let's do a trash bag. This is pretty good. Okay. Some text. Let's make it Calibri. Let's try 48 point. No, it's too much. 24. Whoops. Hold on. I'm going to group these. Now, center them. Okay. Save. This is Paris 2. Save my PNN folder. You kind of like France's brighter colored flag because it's more reminiscent of the Parisian flag. I don't know. I like the dark blue. Actually, I don't think this is right. I think this is from an old comic when they were using the lighter blue. Hold on. Let me find a... more recent comic where I have France. And I've drawn a lot of comics out of France in it, so let me... I don't know. I think that the dark blue just, I think, slaps. Streaming folder. The Dutch flag here of an M1 Garand. Where's France, 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 France. You learned a lot about what happened in Africa from that. Some thought they were going to be free under Axis rule because they'd been abused there under the British and French. That wouldn't surprise me. Make news about the gang violence in Ecuador. Maybe for the next one. We need to cover Haiti too. I might slap together something quickly to cover the Haiti gang violence. Brazil should not be considered a major power. No, it's not. This is the physically largest countries by area. So the joke here was that France and Britain used to be large countries because they had massive empires, but they're not anymore. Sorry for recently not coming often anymore. Way too much homework. No, don't worry about it, man. The stream will be here on and off, you know, as long as we have viewers. I'll stream. Find the invisible guy's name. Russian pole ball videos kind of like breaking the pole ball rules. Yeah, there's a lot of country ball content out there on YouTube that doesn't follow the rules. That's why, you know, one of the reasons why we wanted to make a channel was because we're like the OG pole and ball artists, and you know, we're pretty big sticklers for the rules. I cannot find... You know what? Okay, let me just download the French flag. S tier flag. This is the best tricolor. Streaming folder. Okay. This is Jacqueline Le Sen. There we go. See, that looks so much better. This is the old one. This is the older / new one. I think that looks better. Jacqueline Le Sen. Paris 2. Save. Okay. Alright, now what I can do is hide these. Now I have to give him goggles. And it's going to be Je swim la Seine. La Seine. The idea of balls mouths only appearing when they're talking is not a bad idea though. In animations, not the comics, of course. It's better, but I still don't like it. I think you can sort of suggest that they're talking by like having the ball gyrate. All right, how am I going to do swimming goggles? The goggles do nothing. All right, goggles. It's not great. It's like I'm drawing a butt. The goggles do nothing. Now let's do the strap. Now let's make it purple. Magenta. Let's do behind the goggles. Okay. Let's merge these. Now, I need to make... Let's see, the band will be blackish gray, I guess? Let's do that. Now the goggles are going to be... opaque. Not opaque, translucent. So now I'm going to duplicate this layer, erase this one, and then the one behind I'm going to change the opacity to whoops, hold on. I didn't merge these. Okay. Let's duplicate this. $35. There. That's better. Speaking of goggles, and a lot of comics made by Dick Rhino, America's sunglasses look like swim goggles, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I guess I'd never noticed that, though, but you're totally right. You wonder if the Seine is now safe to swim in? I mean, I probably wouldn't. What's this news story about? So as part of the preparation for the 2024 Olympics in Paris, the French and Parisian government are cleaning up the River Seine. And they're going to have some of the opening ceremony and some of the swimming events, I think, done in the Seine itself. And Emmanuel Macron had said that he would swim in the Seine to show people that he's confident in the environmental cleanup effort. You know, I can only imagine how full of cigarette butts it is. It's currently not safe to swim in due to the pollution. It needs to be polluted by dead bodies from multiple wars in the 16th century. Yeah, makes sense. All right, let's do a little bit of shading here, like white shading. Okay, that's good. Whoops. Okay. Now I have to have the band extend over here, right? What's your favorite country ball emotion? I like when they're happy. I like the happy eyes on balls. Je swim la Seine. Okay, I think this is good. This will be Paris 3. Save it. So one of the things that I have to do for PNN, but I prefer not to, is like the drawings have to be a lot more low effort than the comics that I post, just because it takes so much longer to put a video together than a comic. You know, a comic is a couple of panels. These videos are dozens, if not like upwards of 100 plus panels each, just for like an 8-minute video, you know? So like I'm not even doing shading here, and I'm kind of like a stickler, or not a stickler, what's the word? I'm something of a perfectionist when I'm actually drawing comics. Like I want them to look good. So pumping out like low effort, low art versions of this art can be difficult. I need to change the blue on this one. This is Paris 1, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, Paris 1. Okay. All right, let's move this over here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to swim in the Seine. I mean, swimming in the river of like any major city in the world is probably not a good idea, just in general. There's going to be a lot of like industrial runoff and stuff. Like I would never swim in the Hudson River or the East River in New York. They found God, what was it? There was like an old there's like a 100-year-old giraffe skeleton in the East River in New York. I think it's a giraffe. It's either like a giraffe or a rhino. And I want to say the story was people found it just like, you know, exploring the East River or whatever. And then they had to like figure out, why is there a giraffe skeleton in a river in New York? And apparently what happened was there was like some ship capsized or something, and its cargo was lost like 120 years ago or something, ferrying a giraffe for a circus or something in New York. And so the giraffe drowned, and its skeleton is at the bottom of the river. All right, so the next panel needs to be okay, so I need a couple of doctors. Whoops. Let's do 3 doctors. So France 1, 2, and 3. This is Macron. Let's draw 3 balls. So I was drawing a lot last night as well, but I didn't want to stream because it's sort of distracting when I need to pump out a PNN video. But maybe I should have. But it's hard to interact with stream when I'm doing, like I said, when I'm actually drawing. Let's do more ovular eyes today. How does that look? Let's move the right eye up a bit. Kind of looks like an alien. The right eye. I'm gonna just duplicate the left eye. Okay, that's good. Let's get the colors. Lines behind this one. Okay. 2 more Frances. Can you imagine a world with this many Frances? How awful it would be. Why would you drink from the East River? I don't think you can. The East River is technically not a river. It's an estuary. So it's too salty to be used as drinking water. But even still, most of the water for, like the fresh water for New York City is from reservoirs upstate. If I had to make one region independent, which one would I pick? Ooh. I mean, as a serious answer or a funny answer, I would genuinely love to see like Little Englanders and British nationalists flip a shit if Scotland ever becomes independent. I think it'd be super funny because English nationalism and British nationalism in general are fucking stupid as hell. And the English, a lot of like, you know, older English people and Cheese Bob, consider this a shout out. Thanks for joining. Tell your friends about the channel and the stream. A lot of British nationalism is built on nostalgia for when Britain was a very powerful country. And those people don't understand that Britain is at best sort of like a third tier power now. And the idea that it's not is laughable at this point. And it's not in line with what the country should be doing, you know? Like, Britain's future is with the European Union. Even if they're not in the European Union anymore, they need to rejoin at some point. And they will. I'm confident they will, again in my lifetime. Because being outside of the EU and being in Europe is stupid. It's just straight up stupid. Every single European country alone is too small to be a major power anymore, right? When you're dealing with countries like the United States and China and, you know, India in 10 or 20 years, none of you hold a candle to them, right? You made the French mad. You know what happens next? Make independent one region. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's not up to me, right? Like, self-determination is something I genuinely believe in. But, like, if you gave me a magic wand, I think, God, what would the funniest one be? I'd have to think about it. Alright. Let me think about it while I keep drawing. But that's an interesting question. What would you do? What would you guys, if you guys could make any region of the world independent for any reason, like, you know, just for the lulz or a more serious answer, what would you guys choose? This is a decent ball. It's a little bit too flat forward over here. I like this playlist. It's pretty good. Chill. Let's do some eyes. 5 pixel. We're trying to make more ovular eyes. Experimenting with different art styles, you know? Like, very old school pole and ball comics have more ovular eyes. And there's a charm in, like, the old style of art that used to be more prevalent in pole and ball. Alright. Let's get the colors. France 2. There's always one errant pixel that needs to be filled. It's a lot of France's, man. You would choose Tibet. They've been wanting independence for a long time. China would probably assimilate them like they're doing with East Turkestan. Yeah, the way that China is basically... China is moving Han Chinese, the Han Chinese people, into places like Xinjiang and Tibet to basically remove the more indigenous populations as a plurality or a majority of those regions, to sort of make the country more homogeneous and to quell independence. Like, it's been characterized as a form of cultural genocide. I think that's maybe a little bit too harsh of a term. I've said this before, but I think people are far too quick to use the term genocide to describe something that isn't genocide. Like, I really hate when people use the term genocide for things that aren't genocide, because it cheapens the word genocide, and it does a disservice to the memory of the people who actually died in genocides. You know, like the Holocaust, the Armenian genocide, the Cambodian genocide. So just calling, like, any time, like, there's violence or whatever, or ethnic cleansing in some part of the world genocide is both inaccurate and it does a disservice to history. Oh, it's Joseon Ball. Okay, so Joseon is a part of Korea, right? Let's drop one more. France. 10 pixels. Is that too big? No, it's alright. I'm gonna flip that vertically. No, now it's too top heavy. You know what? I'm gonna redo that ball. This is one of the things that I really envy about Aaron's drawings, is that he pumps out comics really quickly and they always look good, you know? Like, maybe they're not, like, super highly detailed, but they always look cartoony, right? And he obviously does have a very distinct style, but being able to pump out something that quickly is crazy. Like, last week I was going to post my Gaza comic, and I kept trying to, you know, wait for the right time to post it, right? Like, the best time to post in the Pole and Ball subreddit is around 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Eastern time, United States. So, like, around afternoon for most Europeans. And, you know, Aaron's got the posting pattern down pat. So I would go to post on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and there's an Aaron comic already, like, blowing up. It's like, okay, well, don't want it to compete with his comics. And then the second best time is, like, early evening Eastern time. I want to say, like, 4 o'clock, maybe, late afternoon, Eastern US. And Aaron always has a comic then, too. Like, he pumps out, like, 2-3 comics a day. It's crazy. It's inhuman. Okay. Do some eyes. So I did eventually post it on Friday, and it did really well. The Gaza comic, it's 9,000 upvotes, I think. the second most popular in the past like 10 months or something like that in the sub. But it was riding on the coattails of Dick Rhino made a, what was it? A one-panel Karma Horin comic about NATO, or Sweden joining NATO, that got 15,000 upvotes. And so one of the things that I didn't know, but this is one of the new, well, I don't know how new it is, but it's a tool, like an analytical tool on the Reddit mobile app that shows you how many views your post has. And I had no idea that the ratio of views to upvotes is as skewed as it is. Like the here, I'll pull it up right now. The Gaza comic that I posted. Let me pull it up. I think most of you are familiar with it, but I drew it on stream. What did I call it? U.S. delivers food aid to Gaza or something like that. Yeah, U.S. airdrops food aid to Gaza. So I posted this, and it has about 9,000 upvotes right now, 9,034. But if I click on the analytics thing, it's gotten 1.4 million views. I had absolutely no idea that comics would get this much. I remember way back, about 10 years ago, my best performing comic at the time was a 4th of July comic for the US, and it was a GIF. And I posted that to Imager. We used to post all of our comics to Imager. And that had like 2 million views about 10 years ago, which is crazy. But I didn't know Reddit, like the Reddit app, actually has that tool to track that stuff now. So 2 million views, and we only have 20 viewers in here. Do you see that France is now the second largest arms exporter in the world? What do you think about that? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. In most of the post-Cold War era, the U.S. has been the largest arms exporter, and Russia was second. There were times during the Cold War when the Soviet Union was the largest arms exporter. So, I mean, I think it's generally a good thing. I think there's a couple reasons for it. One is that the war in Ukraine has shown a lot of people that Russian equipment kind of sucks. It might be cheap, but it sucks, you know? And Russians overstate the capabilities of their equipment. So French equipment has a couple of benefits. French arms are not as expensive as American arms, right? But they're also not quite as capable, but they're certainly more capable than Russian arms, right? So French arms are also pretty easy to, what's the word? Not NATO compliant, but because compliant's not the right word, but French arms are sort of more, God, there's a word for it. French and American arms are more interchangeable, right? Like, we use the same caliber for weapons, right? Like 5.56 or something. Whereas the Russians use 7.62. So if you're buying French arms, they're going to be cheaper than American arms, but they're largely interchangeable with American systems. And American systems are more interchangeable than French, right? So it's like, when you buy French arms, you're basically buying Western quality arms, but at a lower price point than American arms. So you're getting like the next best tier, but you're paying a lot less for it. So generally, like, it's probably a better route for a lot of these countries to go, especially because like the US isn't going to sell F-35s to certain countries, right? Because that's super high level technology that we don't want certain countries to have. Whereas selling like a Rafale is not as consequential, because the Rafale is a fourth and a half generation fighter. It doesn't really hold a candle to the F-35. But if you're a country like, I don't know, the UAE, I think the UAE is buying French Rafales, you're not going to be able to buy F-35s. And if you don't want to buy Russian arms because they're garbage, then buy French ones, you know? And the French have among the most advanced aerospace industry as well, after like the US. But yeah, I mean, like it's generally a good thing, I think, for France to be as large of an arms exporter as they are now. It's not so much they're in second place, not so much now because like their equipment is just selling a lot better because of them. It's more that Russia has fallen off, right? And they've sort of moved into that space. But yeah, it's a interesting topic to talk about. Okay, these are doctors, so we need to give them like syringes and stethoscopes or something. What's like that little doctor hat, you know, like the thing on top? What is that called? Is that a like the reflector? What is that? A doctor's reflector. What is that used for? Oh, the head mirror. Is it just a mirror? No spam in the chat, boys and girls. Doctor hat. Yeah, you know, like the stereotypical band that has like the mirror, the circular mirror on the front? What is that called? Here, let me draw it. Just purple. We'll draw the band first. Let's do 3-pixel band. And then the mirror we'll do in green. There's got to be a word for this. It's a mirror, right? Okay, let's make this black. And then dark gray. And then, so this is like, it's silvery, right? Something like that, right? You know what I'm talking about. It's a head mirror, okay. Why is it a mirror, though? Like, what purpose does it serve? You personally know a doctor and they don't even own one. To be fair, it's a stereotype. Yeah, but I mean, we're drawing. It's like a. It's called a. It's like a framing device, right? Like you see this, and then the point is to illustrate that this is a doctor, right? Let's make it blue, actually. Like a light blue, the band. There, I like that. I'm going to duplicate this, put it on the other ones. Erase this one a little bit. Should they have white coats? Let's give them white coats. Doesn't have to be anything special. Just drive home the point that these are doctors. France 2. Coat 3. Alright, those look like doctors, right? We got our doctors. Gonna merge all these layers. Let's give him a syringe. Lab coats. Give the coaches simple little pockets. Okay. You're probably right. Yeah, that looks better. Good call. Unironically, Ohio seems like a great place to travel to. No, I don't think so. As a result of you making fun of the French earlier, we will no longer be selling any cheap weapons to r/Poland Ball. That's alright, we can buy the more expensive weapons. You're off to drink East River water. All right. Straw syringe. It's a pretty good syringe. Make that gray. The needle. No, it's too hard to see. Dark gray. Oops. The handle, I guess, same color as this. I think maybe 2 pixel for the syringe or the needle. Yeah, that's better. Zoom out. It's a little bit easier to see. Once you have a clipboard, once you have one of those hammers to check reflexes. I think that might be a little bit too much. Or actually, no, a clipboard would be easy. Let's do a clipboard on the one on the right. But yeah, clipboards I always think of as well when I think of a doctor. So it'll be like over here. Let's do 2. Yeah, it was 2 pixel. Okay. And a little bit lighter for the body. Oops. Lighter here. Paper. Let's make it a little bit darker. Okay. Maybe a little pocket here with a pen in it on the doctor layer. This is a lot of effort for... Well, I guess this is going to be 2 panels, 3 panels. These guys will be on 2 or 3 panels. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. Guess the country. Trash a... Then an unimpressed face. I don't know. Whoops. Okay. I think this panel is done. This is Paris 4, I think. Let me see. Paris 4. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's make this Paris 4, and then I'm going to add the syringe. In the next one, next panel. So let's add like 1 or 2 syringes, needles sticking into him. Needle 1, needle 2. Okay. Of Macron. You should get a big pole and ball YouTuber to advertise your channel. There are many channels that would do it, and I think would not be too expensive. I don't know how to do that, to be honest. I'm still new to YouTube as well. But, I mean, we're going for pretty organic growth. Occasionally, like, a big channel will sort of notice us and give us a shout-out. I don't know that we would want to pay someone else to do it. But if you have more details on that, let me know. I mean, I would love for this channel to have a lot more viewers. You don't know why you don't like needles? I mean, you know, getting shots isn't a pleasant experience, but I don't have like a fear of needles. I used to donate blood pretty regularly, but I can't anymore. But yeah, I'm pretty good at pretty good with needles. Like when I'm getting my blood drawn or getting vaccinations, like I don't have an issue with it. WR, thank you. This is pretty simple stuff. All right, so let's draw a syringe or needle. Look at the other syringe, get a sense of the perspective. In general, you just have bad anxiety. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I didn't used to have anxiety. And then the pandemic happened, and I was stuck inside of my apartment, essentially, for 4 months. And I developed pretty bad anxiety as a result. I'm a lot better now, but I used to have to take antidepressants just because, like, I couldn't sit still. I was that anxious, you know? It was interfering with my work. I literally could not sit down and sit still. It was awful. So I took antidepressants to get rid of my anxiety for about a year, a little under a year. They work, but like, I'd rather not have to take medications if I don't need to, you know? So. I think I'm gonna I'll copy this syringe and then just flip it for the other one. All right, let's do like gray for the needle itself. You know how you feel? You went to a mental hospital? Yeah, I mean, like, mental health is the same thing as physical health. The idea that, like, we separate them is not right, you know? And people don't take mental health as seriously as they should. It's very, very important. Let's see. Black. Whoops. Let's do 2 pixel for the markings. Here, and then just copy these colors. Orange, some kind of orange fluid. Oops. All right. Let's flip this vertically. Edit, transform, flip vertically. I like this. I guess there should be like little poke marks, right? Does that look right, maybe? X marks the spot. Here be treasure. The doctors could also have masks, but you think it's too detailed? Yeah, I mean, like, this is... I'm drawing like 4 or 5 panels that are similar to this. They just get progressively more detailed for like a 20-second segment. What is France doing? France is getting inoculated against all sorts of diseases so that he can swim in the Seine. Okay, I really like this panel. This is great. Whoops. PNG. Paris 5. France is not amused. Oh, one other thing that I need to plug. I posted my Planet Ball comic on Saturday morning, I think. Let me pull it up. Three Body Problem. I posted this comic on r/planetball. It is called The Three Body Problem. It is based on the novel The Three Body Problem and its 2 sequels by the Chinese sci-fi author Liu Cixin. It is one of the best, if not the best, sci-fi series I've ever read. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Go read The Three Body Problem, The Dark Forest, and Death's End. The second 2 books, like the sequels, I think are better than the original one. I like the third one the best. Most people like the second one the best. But they have some really interesting and novel concepts in them. And this is now actually the top Planet Ball comic of all time, with 1,300 upvotes and something like 38,000 views or something. So I now have the top 2 comics in r/planetball. So you guys should make Planet Ball comics, post them to r/planetball, because it is a very, very rich and underused medium. And there's so much stuff you could do with Planet Ball. You know, like, it's criminal, I think, that Planet Ball is as sort of inactive as it is. But I think the fact that this comic in 2 days became the most popular comic of all time in the subreddit's like 10-year history means that there is an audience there. It's just people don't make enough comics for Planet Ball. And I really hope you guys do. Planet Ball is great. So I'm going to put it in the chat, actually. It's r/planetball. Go make comics for Planet Ball. Make comics about the planets, moons. You can make like sci-fi adaptations, right? So this is, it's a reference. It's a Simpsons reference, and it's a Three Body Problem reference, and it's an r/planetball. And Planet Ball is my favorite spin-off of Poland Ball. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Satellite, hello. There's State Ball. I think a lot of you know about State Ball. That's for individual states, American states. So like California, New York, Texas, Arkansas, whatever. Guess the country, very hard quiz. I have no idea. Is that a train, a happy person, a car, and a briefcase? I don't know. But yeah, go make Planet Ball comics. I'm gonna proselytize Planet Ball for as long as I can, because I think Planet Ball deserves to be like 10 times bigger than it is. It's such an untapped medium for comics. Someone told me about Solar Balls, which is a YouTube channel. I had never heard of them until I started streaming, and someone mentioned that Planet Ball looks like Solar Balls. I'm pretty sure Planet Ball predates it. Trinidad and Tobago. Train E, Dad. I get that part. What is Tobago, though? I don't understand the car. The bag I kind of get, and the O. Clever, but I don't know what the... I don't know how you get 2 from the car, or TO from the car. Alright. Back to drawing this. Okay. Do I know BioBall? A bit obscure. Hinadira posted there. I don't know what BioBall is. Is that a subreddit? r/BioBall? BioBall is a sub dedicated to the creation, celebration, and popularization of comics and art related to bioballs, which are small balls traditionally drawn on MS Paint that represent cells, microorganisms, and more, and that can depict any aspect of the body's function. I had no idea that this existed. It's mostly like 1 or 2 people that are posting all the comics, though. Interesting. This is very interesting. BioBall. Guess the country. Is that rice? Something islands. Got a couple islands. Rice greater than jar. Islands? Oh, I don't know. Is that rice? I can't tell like what that emoji is. Is it rice? Is it ice cream? Let's see. Maybe we can reverse engineer it. There's Marshall Islands. It was the Cocoa Islands. Keiko's Islands. There's a sister subreddit called Poland Ball Art. Yeah, r/Poland Ball Art is another great sub. Guess the country, Ireland. The answer is Ireland. You know, I'm not sure. I think it might be Northern Ireland. Get back to work. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Let me draw more. You're totally right. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is take all these guys and make them smaller. Now I'm going to draw France in a spacesuit. How do I get it out of this group? Won't let me. There we go. Okay, spacesuit France. Do some eyes. Make him kind of scared. This eye right. It's always hard to get perspective done properly. Okay. Merge these. Whoops. Okay, now we're gonna give him a spacesuit. This is the panel for the eyes. The visor. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, we're going to duplicate it. Erase the blue in this one, and the other one is going to be 45%, 25%. 25 looks good. Merge that. Whoops. Take the colors from my spacesuit. Let's merge these. All right. Okay, and then this side, clean up a little over here. Add this little detail. Close this comic. Oh, that's what I should do here. I'm doing more of a panel here. Actually, no, I don't need to. It's not a big deal. Let's add like the pack behind it. Okay. 10 pixels. This needs to be behind. Okay. Oops. Let's put the French flag on it. Yeah? Blue should come out a little bit more. Okay. Put a little panel over here with some lights or something on it. 5 pixel. This makes me want to do a, like redo my Balsona, my Balter Ego. Kind of look like a spacesuit, right? Let's do I don't know, like a purple switch or something. Let's make that one darker. Honk! No baguette land. You're friends with Satellite in Estonia. Oh, the entire country of Estonia. Welcome. All 4 of you. What is that? 7 o'clock already? Good lord. I had a fat sandwich for lunch. It was great. Turkey sandwich. All Midwestern states are not sister states with each other. Most forgettable states. Actually, that's not true. What are the most forgettable states? The, shit, what's it called? The plain states. All those square states in the middle of the country. Flyover states. As we call them derogatorily. It's funny, Estonia is better than the other Baltic states just because of the flag. So, I know almost nothing about the Baltic states, and I kind of agree with you that for whatever reason, I think of Estonia in like a more positive light than Lithuania and Latvia, just because the flag is so cool. And like the few stereotypes I know of Estonia come from Poland ball. So like the idea that Estonia is culturally closer to Finland than Lithuania or Latvia are to like any of the other Nordic states. So like the idea that Estonia cannot into Nordic is kind of like it's kind of a real thing, you know? But yeah, I don't really know anything about Latvia or Lithuania. My dad went to Lithuania, I think, like 5 or 8 years ago, and he liked it. Michigan #1, all Midwest states are boring. Michigan #1. I don't know, man. I have like no desire to spend time in the Midwest. I've been to Wisconsin. It was nice, but I could see myself getting bored there after like a couple of days. Yeah, don't forget to drop a like on the stream so more people can find it. Shameless plug. Okay, let's save this. This is, I think, Paris 6. This is Paris 5. No. I have Paris 5. This is Paris 6. Reach 1,000 meters. Your friend yesterday called Poland ball cringe. Your friend is cringe. Who doesn't like comics? Everybody likes comics. Okay, let me see. Is this enough? Okay, now I think what I do is I'm going to hide this group. The suit and the pack, I'm going to merge. And then he's going to have drowned. Rip France. He had a good, like, 1,000-year run. And drowned at the bottom of the Seine. Rip France. All right, the river. This is going to be a Simpsons reference. The river is going to be green. Let's make it lighter green. And then we can darken it a bit. Flip this horizontally, and then change the colors, I guess. No, let's just keep it like this. I don't know, maybe it should just be 100% opacity. And the background can be like a stone wall or something. Behind the suit. Those are supposed to be bricks. Those kind of look like bricks. This is like the... whatever, the wall behind him. Those don't really look like bricks. Well, let's change the color. There, that looks better. And then these can be like slightly different, you know? And then this looks pretty good, right? So this darker green, this river. Maybe not that dark, actually. Let's do some shading. This will make it look better, more like water. Because everyone knows that water looks green. You're trying to clean up a major city's river after thousands of years of pollution. It's probably gonna look green. Let's make this white with a black background. Let me add stroke. Stroke the text. Mes eyes! Les goggles do nothing pas! I think this is a good panel. I like this. I really like this. This looks like a very cartoony panel. I love this. Okay. This will be Paris 7. So I made 7 panels for like a 20-second segment. I'm gonna plug these in real quick. Yeah, I like it. Thank you. Paris 1. Paris 2. Paris 3. Paris 4. Paris 5. Paris 6. Paris 7. So now I can off stream. I'll change the length of these panels. Make sure they work. Jacqueline Le Sen. I'm watching it right now. It turns out this turns out really well. Okay, I really like it. All right, what do I have to work on next? I think Israel-Palestine. Jesus. I've done like maybe 60% of the panels that I have to do, and Aaron has a segment, and he has his panels and script. I'm waiting for him to give me the audio and the final panels, and I can put them into the video. Let's see. Where's my Photoshop? Okay. All right, I'm gonna get a glass of wine real quick. You guys behave yourselves. Or don't. This day has flown by. I have an Israel-Hamas panel I need to draw. French ball. Oi, what's up? Do you know the U.S. tried to make a howitzer that could fire a nuclear shell? It obviously had a lot of issues and did not work out well. Only 20 or so were ever made. M65 atomic howitzer. I've seen photos of it. Oh, you know what? I watched Oppenheimer on Saturday night. I had not seen it before. And it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. But I'm a simp for Nolan. Like, I don't think Nolan has ever put out a bad film. Oh, sorry, am I being loud? I apologize. Let me move the mic a little bit farther away. Okay, let's see. I'm drawing... Delete all of this. Yeah, Oppenheimer was great. So now we're going to draw Israel and Palestine, or Hamas, I guess. Here. This is from one of Aaron's comics. It's not the right, Aaron gave me permission to use his comics, so... This is from his Food Aid comic. I'm doing it so I can get the, what is it called? The colors of the flag. Need Israel somewhere. Last time I drew Israel. This was from an earlier PNN episode. I'll just use this. Fucking god damn it, man. Oh, on News Do You Do Sports? Yes, there is going to be a sports update. That's what I was drawing for, the Olympics. So we have weather. We have a weather update. We have a sports update for this new PNN episode. I want to get this PNN episode out on probably Wednesday at the latest. Unless I'm super productive tonight, then it could be tomorrow. Alright, so let's draw Palestine. And then Israel. Maybe smaller. Well, Hamas, not technically representative of all of Palestine, yeah. Still too small. So, this segment is going to be about the fact that talks over ceasefire keep collapsing and restarting. You won the Outer Chat expansion. Congrats! Defend the stream because Israel-Palestine supporters will be here any moment. This is the thing that I hate most about discussion around the Israeli-Palestine conflict, Israeli-Palestinian conflict, is that there are people who are super invested in it, and there's really no way of engaging with someone who's so invested in it, you know, like, without sort of both sidesing it. Here, I think we need to show more of Palestine. It has to be more of a ball. So let's just draw a big ball, and then I can just move it off camera, I guess, or out of frame. That's not a terrible ball, but it's not great. Fuck. Okay, this is better. Let's do eyes. Let's do Israel first. I love drawing Israel. Such a fun flag to draw. It takes so goddamn long to do it, though, because you have to draw in 4 dimensions. If a country ball dies, does the entire country die? That's a good question. I don't know. Okay, Israel. Let's do eyes for Palestine. You know what, let's just duplicate this eye. Part of it's going to be off screen. Is it actually? Maybe not. Okay. All right, let's do Palestine first, just because it's easier to draw. Simpler flag. Aaron's comic was really funny. Very offensive, but funny. Well, it's not really offensive. It's, what's the word I'm looking for? Callous, I guess. Which I don't have a problem with, but obviously there are people who do. Gallows humor, you know? Let's merge these. Let's make this darker. Pole ball lore. Does each country have one ball or as many as the population? I think that's something it doesn't really matter. You can do it either way. Like, you can have multiple instances of the same country in the same comic, you know? Okay. Israel. This is also very irreverent. Let's do the Star of David. Hide Israel's eyes for a second. This is a pain in the ass to draw. So the lines behind it. Maybe I have to make the star a little bit smaller. Maybe not. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I can move this. Okay. Okay, so the way you're supposed to draw Israel is remember, it's a tesseract. It's a 4-dimensional cube. There's a space race going on. Who's winning? Where are you guys? ISP Gaming. Well, me being in a country that tore itself apart due to race and religion, says that Palestine should Gaza, not Hamas, and also if they can true Palestine and Israel should chill, or if they could do one state. Yeah, I mean, the problem with the conflict is that both sides basically hate each other to the point of both populations are very radicalized. Both the Israeli population and the Palestinian population in both the West Bank and Gaza in particular. The sides aren't really interested. Like, the people who are in power in the Israeli government and Hamas and the Palestinian Authority are not really interested in peace. I mean, they want peace, but on terms that are favorable to them, right? And none of those sides is willing to give a little. They all want more than the other side is willing to give, which is why there has been no solution for the past 75 years. It's an incredibly complicated process and situation, and I do not expect it to be resolved in my lifetime. You know, and I have, God willing, another 60, 70 years left. I do not expect there to be a formal peace in the Levant. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think I'm going to be, though. So now I need to make this all white. And then change the opacity a bit. This is what's so difficult about drawing the Israeli flag for Israel properly as a cube. Satellite, you're at Venus. Zodiac is on the moon. Yellow Hexagon is on Mars. Just a ton more of the solar system to conquer. Is Israel Cube has the ability to use the power of metaphysics of the Palestine strip from that one comic? I don't remember that one. Who are we rooting for in a pole vault space race? I don't know. Fill in the eyes. Man, maybe I don't make this see-through. It's a pain in the ass to make this see-through. Oh, you know what? Okay, I can do that. %. And then let's duplicate that. Pull it down here. Israel. Line copy again. Duplicate. Put it over here, maybe. Actually, you know what? This is hard as hell to draw, dude. It's behind that. God, and I have to draw the actual cube inside? Fuck it, I'm not doing that. That's too much. This is good enough. But yeah, normally I would have to have like the lines come in and then draw the cube inside. I don't want to do that. Israel. What's the, what rifle does Israel use? Like, what's their main rifle? I'm gonna draw an AK-47 for, Palestine, for Hamas. Be smarter than Israel Cube? I can't. I was defeated by the fourth dimension. What's my favorite thing I've ever drawn? Oh, I drew it on stream. It was the Poland Wave thing, the Miami Vice. Let me find it. It's in my streaming folder, I think. This one. This is my favorite drawing that I've done. I just love the vibes. Because I'm a sucker for any kind of Outrun, Vaporwave, Synthwave type stuff, the aesthetic. Pink, purple, magenta filters. I really love drawing this. This was super fun. And this is my favorite car, the Ferrari Testarossa, 1986 Ferrari Testarossa. Gorgeous car. That's the dream. Get the panel, or not the panel, get this channel so big that I can afford to buy one. We're going to Pluto, and we're going to another giant space rock when we can. Go to Gong Gong, or Make Make. Your main gun in COD Mobile is AK-47. I didn't know that there was a mobile COD game. Israel rifle. IWI Tavor. Is this the main rifle for the Israeli IDF? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. Let me pull up AK-47 IWI Tavor. It's a cool looking gun. Bullpup weapons look really futuristic, but I don't really like them. Escalated this to a Cold War. Alright, go colonize the solar system, boys. Oh, I need to give Hamas like a green headband to distinguish it from just Palestine, you know? Put some Arabic writing on it. I have no idea how to write an Arabic script, so it's just gonna be like a, I don't know. It's not gonna look like anything. Let's take this, flip it horizontally, and then behind Palestine. And then we'll trace. Gonna be a quick and dirty trace because I don't want to spend too much time on one panel. I'm putting in so much effort on these panels, and these are gonna be on screen for like 5 seconds. This is the magazine. Back to trace here. The AK is a very aesthetically pleasing rifle. Something like that. Okay. Let's merge these and then darker here and here. Black here and here and here, and then fill it in like that. Let's make this a little bit darker. That's not terrible. Let's add a little bit of detail. Good enough. All right, now we give Israel this gun. Above Israel. Okay, let's have our trace. Let's trace it in purple. Yeah, this looks like a very sci-fi weapon. It's cool looking. So the grip in purple, maybe? Oops. Okay. These little screws. A lot of effort for one panel. Although this panel is going to be on screen for, I want to say like 15 or 20 seconds, maybe. So it's not like the worst budgeting of my time. I'm not going to do that. Whatever this dog tag thing is. Let's do, not a blue, let's do green or something for the scope. Okay, let's go back to this pink. Let's do purple here. No, we'll do pink. This is sort of like the black part of the gun. There's a lot of detail on this rifle. Okay, I think that's enough detail. Oh, I need the magazine. So green. Whoops, that's not green. This is green. I know what green looks like. I know my colors. But I can't trace this apparently because I'm dumb. Okay. And we'll do like a light or slightly lighter gray for these parts. Black here. Oh, the safety. I should probably draw the safety, huh? Do a little bit darker here. Some sort of lighting, shading. Here, let's do like gray for the magazine. That part, and then whatever this tannish greenish color is. Okay. And then this part, like that. And then I think I wanted to do black for these. Okay, that looks great. I like it. This is a good panel. This came out well. Lithuanian Ball Productions, welcome. I think Chad is in some kind of interstellar war. Not interstellar, but interplanetary war. I won't pretend to understand what you guys are doing, but as long as you're having fun, go for it. Whoops. stroke this. Is that a little too hard to read? This is a good panel. I really like this. Dementia pills. Let's just add some lines to indicate who's speaking. I think it's pretty obvious, but... Alright. This will be Israel, Hamas 1. PNG. Red Halo said hi. Hello, Red Halo, wherever you are. What's up, Sonny? Clover Finder Boy, you're here to say hello and drop a like. Hello. Thank you for dropping a like. Everybody who hasn't liked the stream, please like it. Really appreciate it. More people find our channel, then, hopefully one day make this a full-time job. That's the dream. I have no idea what it would take. All I know is that we're not there yet. Kolai, you're the best pole ball artist. You humble me, sir. I am not. There are a lot of pole ball artists that are a lot better than me. What is Grass even? I think is my favorite artist right now. His comics, I think, are absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I'm bad. Don't get me wrong. But I think art has never been my strongest point. I have a pretty unique, well, maybe not unique style, but it's very, you can tell what comics are mine, you know? You like every stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's one of those things that, like, I don't know, like, as a viewer, because, you know, I watch a lot of YouTube, too, and I normally watch on my iPad, but, I don't think I'm logged in on my iPad, so I don't actually like and subscribe, but, like, when I'm on my computer or my phone, I'll like and subscribe and comment on videos that I like from other channels, and it really does help people find those channels and those videos. It's pretty crazy, like, I won't pretend to understand the algorithm that well, but your videos become more prominent if people like them, if people comment on them, if they subscribe to your channel, and if they're like certain lengths. Like YouTube really likes longer form content now instead of shorter form content, but I'm pretty sure the algorithm has changed over the years, and it's very hard for people to keep up with the changes to the algorithm. You're questioning why these balls are happy? So this is supposed to be like that old trope, like, you know, when two teenagers are like in love with each other and they're on the phone, they're like, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. It's the same thing, right? The joke here is that there have been ceasefire talks ongoing for like 3 months, and they constantly stop and start. All right, let me pull up my script. What do I need to do next? Well, I can put this into my PNN video. Come on, let me delete the AK and the Tabor. You're making a Planet Ball comic? Right on, man. PNN 3/12/24. Israel Hamas 1. Okay. Let's do a... Not this. Let's do this. Duplicate the box. We're going to draw on this box a segment for Israel-Palestine. What country ball is in Aaron's avatar? Aaron's avatar is his own custom flag that he made. I don't know what the colors stand for, but it reminds me of Neapolitan ice cream. Second. Eight o'clock. Good lord, where does the time go? The one with the mystery ball flag? Yeah, Aaron's... oh, the PNN background looks so well made. Dick Rhino made the background. But it does look really good, yeah. I imagine at some point in the future we'll update it again, but for the purposes now, it's great. Youngblood, thanks for joining. Bio, welcome. Fun fact, you've never had Neapolitan ice cream? Well, I'm sure you've had chocolate and vanilla ice cream, so you've had 2/3 of it. If you've had strawberry, then that's a third. I'm going to change this music. I don't like this one. Let's do, let's do this. Okay. All right, I need to draw something in the inset box that represents Israel-Palestine. What should I draw here? Here, let me just take one of Aaron's old comics. This song is nice. Good lord, Aaron has made so many comics. There's no way no one has made... Like, no one has come close to the number of comics he's made, I think. And I've made a lot. I've made like 200 or 300. He's probably made like over 1,000. This is one of the nice things is that, like, we can, since we've drawn so much, we can reuse a lot of the stuff that we've drawn. Like, I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, okay, this is one of Aaron's old comics. Well, let me... Could not place it because reading arithmetic coded JPEG files is not implemented. What? Here, let's see. Have I done other Israel-Palestine stuff? See, what does my script say? Israel. Israel and Hamas. Okay. I don't really want to draw them again. Oh, God, I hate drawing just for like these tiny little insets. Aaron's drawing comics 24/7. True. You wish you could come with ideas as frequently as Aaron can. I don't think it's hard to come up with ideas. It's hard to actually sit down and like pump out comic after comic. But Aaron keeps his comics very simple. He almost always just does white backgrounds, and then like the characters that are necessary. And most of his jokes are in the dialogue itself. You know, so it's not as difficult, I think, to pump out comics like that. I don't know what to draw here. Maybe I don't draw anything. Let me just pull up like the Israeli flag and the Palestinian flag. The Palestinian flag. I'll probably just use the flags as inset, or put them in the inset box. Israeli flag. Make it easy, you know? And let's put the star more centered. Okay. Let's merge them. I just solved the Middle East crisis. I took the two flags and I merged them onto one layer. Solved. Peace in our time. Now, we erase everything outside of the borders. This is definitely a metaphor of some kind. God, this whole Middle East, the Arab-Israeli conflict is such a clusterfuck. Let's make this white. He did it. They said it couldn't be done. Just take both countries and merge them. Okay, I like that. I think this looks fine. One of the things that I noticed that Aaron does a lot in his PNN videos and his segments is he'll just use like actual photos and stuff. So I'm trying to do that a little bit more. So I have a photo of like a mushroom cloud in one of these. God, what am I going to call this? Israel Hamas 1? Israel Hamas... Israel Hamas 0. Let me put this... Israel Hamas. Israel Hamas. Where is it? Man, making videos takes so goddamn long. I'm playing this back real quick. You can just reuse this panel for like 20 seconds. All right, let's make a panel. Here, let me check my dialogue. It's my script. Let's go back to this. All right, we're gonna delete all this, and I'm going to draw the US. Let's make it bigger. That's a bad ball. Okay, that's pretty good. Let me clean this part up at the top. So this is going to be the US declaring that the problem is solved once and for all. Drawing the US is... the flag is not fun, but the glasses are always fun. Alternate title. An American user saved Middle East crisis by making Israel and Palestine its united country. Pizreal. Pizrealstein. Pizraelistan. All right. Let me get the U.S. flag. Go to a finished comic. What have I got here? This one. Get the colors. Oh, we're gonna do eyes first. Oh, okay, I know what I can do. This will be 2 panels. So this should be pretty easy, actually. I'll put Poland here as well. Let's duplicate this. Merge them. I like having the sunglasses go outside of the ball. Makes it more three-dimensional. That's a new thing I've been doing since I've been streaming for you guys. Is I'm playing around more with some of my art style, changing it up, and that's one of the things that I've started doing. Is having the sunglasses come out a bit. Fucking Japan. Some lines behind the sunglasses. Merge. Fill them in. So this will be sunglasses 1. You were playing global and the answer was Taiwan. Did not take China as an answer. Taiwan is Taiwan. The glasses is the difference here. Cambodia ball, no glasses. Oof. That's a deep cut. Genocide reference. Like, oh man. You know, genocide is pretty stupid to begin with, but like Pol Pot's justification for killing people was even dumber than like just like not liking a group of people, right? It was he killed anyone with glasses because they appeared to be intellectuals, right? It's fucking stupid. Khmer Rouge. See the red lines. Not too many of them. This is another thing that I have changed recently is I don't do as many stripes on the American flag because fuck that. It's too much. It's like you get the idea, right? Like the US flag is pretty... Everyone knows what the American flag looks like. You don't have to put detail into it. It's totally fine. See the stars. Imagine the way to solve world peace is to be president of countries and powerhouses. I don't think so. It's not enough. Like, even a country like the United States isn't powerful enough to stop a lot of these conflicts, you know? Too many goddamn stars, man. Mr. President, there are too many states. Please eliminate 3 of them. Simpsons reference. If you guys have not watched like the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons, you should make that a top priority. Some of the like the best comedy ever made. You can skip season 1. Season 2 through 10. This is a cool song. Let's merge these. The hell? Where's this? Where's the hole? There it is. Local polls. That's a name I haven't seen before. You have a special poll for us. Guess the country. Taco Earth. Mexico? Do I use Futura for your headlines and other text? I normally use Calibri and Futura, yeah. Almost 6K subs. Yeah, we're getting close. Imagine if we change the profile picture of the Pwnball YouTube to Morocco at 6.66K. That's what we did for the subreddit. If you guys haven't seen the subreddit, we hit 666,666 subs. So it's all like devil themed and whatever. And Morocco's flag is Morocco appears as a devil. You tried your best and you failed miserably. The lesson is never try. I use that one all the time. See you later, Jacob. Thanks for joining. Alright. Oh, I need to fix this side too. There's a hole there. Fix that. Okay. Alright. Let's merge it. This is USA 1. Now let's draw Poland. The right flag. This was Poland from the last episode of PNN, Middelfart, Denmark. Let's draw Poland, smaller. Smaller than that. That's pretty good. Okay, let's clean up here. Let's give him eyes, inquisitive. More ovular eyes. Oh, I already made the line. Okay, let's put this behind Poland. A little bit lower, erase that, merge it, eyes. Let's make this Calibri. Regular. All right, this will be Israel Hamas 3, I think. Now, I have to redraw them. If you get this planet right, then you give Poland a free ticket to space. Planet blue, storms, last planet in the solar system. Neptune. Say that in a southern accent, I dare you. Say what? What did I say? You need to revisit The Simpsons. Yeah, when Disney Plus first came out, I subscribed for 1 month, and then I binged The Simpsons seasons through season 10, and then I canceled it. I've never had Disney Plus since. I had the dialogue. Do it in a southern accent. So that's how I brought peace to the Middle East once and for all. SB Gaming, do your idea. What was your idea? Do this, please. The Burhavan Sri Lankan butcher story in Canada, please. Is that the guy that India assassinated? Or whatever? I don't know what the story is. Okay, now... I am going to draw a new USA and a new not Canada, was it Poland? Fix this part. New Poland. This is USA. New Poland. Let's make it more squished, actually. Clean up here. It's good enough. Let's give him scared eyes. $10 pixel. Scared eyes. I don't remember. It's one of those things I have to look up. Scared. Okay, got it. The red, delete that Poland, line behind Poland. These eyes are kind of shitty, actually. Let's redo them. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Too big. Fill these in. That's good enough. The left eye is too big, but I don't give a shit anymore. Alright, let's merge all of these, and then red above. Erase this. Is it easy to make animations? No, Grau Parabol. Animations are super hard to make. They take a lot of time. A Sri Lankan guy offed 3 Sri Lankan people in Burhavan Burhaven, Ottawa, Canada. I had no idea. That's crazy. This is probably going to be the last panel I do tonight. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. Let's see. See the sunglasses? He's going to be angry. How big did I do the sunglasses? 20? Okay. Let's make that one bigger. Bring this eye a little bit closer. I love how the sunglasses deform to show emotion. It's one of those things little quirks about Poland Ball I really like. Yeah, I haven't eaten dinner. I need to eat dinner. Okay. See the lines behind it. The right colors. Eraser tool. Okay. Merge these. Let's get the colors, the red and the blue. Delete that now. Let's do the red. Clean it up a bit. Where did I merge? Oh, merge all these. Okay. Red, 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 blue. Stars. Hide the glasses. Let's do some stars. .10. That blue looks kind of wrong. I don't know. Whatever. So there's an errant pixel on the left side. I will get that. It's a fat little star. Let's make it bigger. That's better. Fill all this in. God, this takes so goddamn long. Putting too much effort into this. It's just one panel! Oh, God. This is a shitty star, this fat one. I don't like it. Let's get rid of it. Weight loss program. Boom. Hit it with Ozempic. I've been locked up by r/Poemball to draw comics. If I've been locked up, I can only imagine what Aaron's condition is. Man puts out comics like no one else. But, no, so I started drawing Poemball comics again after like an 8-year-long hiatus. Last July. I think the first comic I made in like 8 years I made for 4th of July last year. And I had spent a lot of time on other hobbies. Like I was doing a lot more gaming than I do now. So, you know, now I spend a lot more of my free time on Poemball content. And like I really want this channel to grow. Because I've told you guys before, but like my dream is to make this a full-time job. Not necessarily streaming, but like YouTube and Poemball content. Like being a full-time artist and like making money, making a living as an artist is one of the hardest goddamn things to do in the world. As like a job, you know? There's almost no money in it. So you have to produce entertaining content of some kind. And I mean, that's the dream. And unfortunately, it's one of those things that you just, you have to grind, because grinding gives you more opportunities to sort of blow up, you know, in the social media landscape, whether it's on YouTube or Snapchat, or not Snapchat, what am I talking about? Like TikTok, stuff like that. Like the more stuff you put out, the more likely one of those will hit, right? That's what you need. It's, you need to create enough opportunities for you to get lucky, essentially. It's super, super hard. Your sister already made $1,000 and she's 10 and an artist. Well, that's more than us. That's awesome. Good for her. Making... Every artist's dream is to be able to make it a full-time job. It's really goddamn hard. So, I mean, I can tell you as somebody who's made almost no money as an artist, how jealous I am, or envious I am of people who are artists and make it a full-time job, right? Like, not, you know, obviously there's a lot of different kinds of art, you know. I'm a cartoonist, and I guess a very small-time YouTuber at this point. Hold on, let me just add this text. Let's make this big text. Let's italicize this. What was I saying? Because it's fun, you know? Like, I have a boring-ass white-collar job like most people. And, like, it's interesting enough. It pays the bills. But, you know, no one's heart is really in kind of, like, just generic white-collar work. It's not that interesting. Let's save this. This is Israel Hamas 4. I made like 15 panels, 10 or 15 panels tonight. This is pretty good. You've made a total of minus $1.9 from your art. Is stream about to end? Yeah, I'll probably end in like 10 minutes or something. I'm putting these things in the video editing software that I've got. Let's see, Israel Hamas, where is it? I might need another day to finish all this. Like, I need to draw stuff for Nikki Haley dropping out of the Republican presidential primaries. I need to draw a bunch of stuff for France and Ukraine. I should outsource it to Aaron. I've done basically everything else. There's 2 segments I haven't done. Let's see, I did weather, I did sports, I did another segment that I don't want to give away yet. I did the intro and a UFO segment. Your brother has a business at school and everyone pays people money? Okay. Sounds like an illicit business, the way you wrote it. French Ball, you also run a YouTube channel. Although it's past 2K subs, you don't have enough views to monetize. Yeah, we only hit monetization numbers in like late January, early February. And it really doesn't pull in a lot of money, especially because there's 8 people working on this channel. The streams have probably pulled in the most money just because I do them very regularly. But it's like nothing. You know, each stream is maybe like $5 or $6. From what I've heard, most YouTubers make money from like in-content ad placements. Like you get sponsored by, you know, like NordVPN or whatever, and then you put like an ad or something, which I actually think would be really cool for Pole and Ball videos because you customize it, right? It's not just like a generic comment. Like I think they give you a script or something, right? But then you just you use the script and you like incorporate into your video however you want. So like we could draw like Pole and Ball characters or whatever, you know, plugging some ad, which I think would be actually pretty cool. You want to be an artist? You don't know. So if you want financial advice, don't bank on art being a way to make money because it's basically impossible. This started out as a hobby for me 13 years ago, just drawing comics, and it's become popular enough that it seems like it's, you know, with a stroke of luck, could be a viable career path. Let's see. I was gonna put in, let's see, Israel Hamas. Three and 4. Okay, the colors on this aren't right on this US flag. Cut this, cut this. How did I get those wrong colors? That's so strange. It's Israel Hamas 4, I think. Yeah. Okay, cool. You'll cry if I leave? I'll stream again tomorrow night. You're gonna make country ball art and sell it to get money? Go for it. You play drums, you're planning on it being a hobby? That's pretty cool. I always wanted to learn how to play the drums. I played piano and trumpet as a kid, but I never kept it up. I'm not like... That was never something that I really enjoyed. Like, I wish I could play like something like the violin, but music is not something that I ever really wanted to create, you know? But, like, I like drawing. I always like drawing. One of the US stripes is wrong. Let me save it one more time. Chat has caught a lot of small errors that I've made. But there's a tiny little pixel missing here. Okay. Alright, so tomorrow I need to draw... What do I need to draw? I need to draw stuff for France and Ukraine and Nikki Haley. Oh, god damn it. It's so much effort. You tried French horn, but you never got on. Yeah, it just... I don't know. Chat is my peer editor, true. One of the things that's... I hate to say this, but... there are some art forms that lend themselves better toward monetizing them than others. Right below the sunglasses, the color is wrong. Let me see. This one? I don't think it's wrong. Whoa, what happened? I don't think it's wrong anymore. I filled it all in. I think it's right now. How to be successful. Invest and persevere in something you love and eventually succeed. Yeah, you know, like, don't bank on, like, super risky things. You lost a shit ton of equity this week. Market goes up and down. Line goes up, line goes down. What was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, like, I've been fortunate enough to find a steady job. I've worked at the same place for about 9 years. And it's comfortable, you know, but it's not my dream. But no, so the thing that I wanted to say was there are some types of art that lend themselves better toward monetization than others. Music is probably the hardest to break into. Particularly, like, singers, because you don't need a goddamn thing to learn how to sing. Right? It's just time and practice. That's literally it. You don't need to buy a single thing, a single accessory to learn how to sing, right? So I think that's one of the reasons why, like, these shows like American Idol and The Voice or whatever are so popular, is because it's such a common thing for people to be good at that to really stand out is literally just luck, you know? How many good singers have you come across, like, that you've totally forgotten about because they've had, like, one big moment or whatever, like one viral video where, you know, they're playing someone, they're like singing at a mall or something, you know? It's just, it's one of those things, like, it's so hard to stand out because the field is so big. Drawing requires a little bit more resources, right? Like, you need software to sort of popularize it. Or not popularize it, what's the word I'm looking for? Let me clean this up a little bit. You know, like an instrument, you need to buy the instrument. You need to keep it tuned, right? With drawing, painting, whatever, you need to buy, like, the actual canvas, the paint, or whatever. If it's software, you need to have the computer and whatever. Not a huge barrier to entry, but it's... I think a good analogy is, like, everybody who was ever a kid has played soccer at some point, right? Because with soccer, literally all you need is the ball, right? You can make up the boundaries and the goals or whatever using sort of ad hoc things, right? You can just, like, draw a line in the dirt, right? This is the boundary for the pitch. This is where the goal is, right? You literally only need the ball and people. For a sport like hockey, you need an ice rink. You know, ice hockey, you need an ice rink, you need skates, you need pads, you need the hockey stick, you need the puck, you need the actual goals. So the amount of money that goes into actually being able to play ice hockey is a barrier, so that it acts as a filter. So the number of people who actually get into ice hockey is so much smaller than the people who have ever played soccer. So your chances at being better at, or like breaking into ice hockey than soccer are a lot better. They're still not good, don't get me wrong, but because there's that barrier of entry, you're playing a numbers game, right? There's 8 billion people on the planet. Chances are the thing that you're good at, there's like dozens of people who are better than you. You will slap your cousins if I say pancake? Pancake. Slap him silly. Pancake, pancake, pancake. Yeah, so long story short, stay in school, study hard, brush your teeth. Don't bank on being an artist or an athlete to make money, because it's not going to happen. And with that, I think I'm going to sign off for the night. Thank you guys for joining. This was a little bit more than 3 hours. I got a lot of panels done. I'll probably stream tomorrow night, but I have to go into the office tomorrow, and then by the time I get home, I might be tired. But I'll try and stream tomorrow night. Again, drop a like on the stream, comment on it when I post the VOD, and let your friends know about our channel. I'm just shamelessly plugging it. I want the channel to grow. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. I'll see you in the next one.